What's up, guys? Welcome to Talking to the Fans, episode 5. I'm here with Damian Crater, a TikTok creator. What's up? Welcome on. What's up?
Nothing waiting for my dad to get done, so hard to score.
Okay, so who's your favorite team in MLB?
St. Louis Cardinals.
And have you been to Busch Stadium before?
Yes, I've been there multiple times.
Okay, favorite Cardinals player in Cardinals history? I'll give
I
you.
would have to say
Who are you gonna say?
I'd have to say Albert Pujols.
He's goated. That's probably who I gotta go with too. For the Cardinals and stuff.
Yeah, but now it's pretty much Nolan Arenado and all goes now.
Yeah, those two kind of run that team. Okay, so what do you think of the Field of Dreams game if you watched it?
The Yankees could have done better. But overall, it was a good game.
Yeah, it was probably the best game.
Bucks were a pretty good team this year, and
Yeah, in my opinion, that's probably the best game of the year just because of where it was at and what went down in that game. So, I guess let's talk about the four faces of baseball. I guess I'll start with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. What's your opinion on him?
I think he could win the MVP.
Yeah, his 46th home run last night. He might get to 50. Probably will. Now you think about it, Guerrero is kind of stolen that MVP from Ohtani at this point. Just in the last 2 weeks. What's your opinion on Ohtani, the other side of the AL MVP?
I'm not sure.
Okay, we can come back to it. What's your opinion on Fernando? Yeah, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Or
Overrated?
I'm not saying he's overrated.
Oh, I just thought I heard you say that, but...
Or
what's your opinion on him, though? Just as a player.
I mean, he hasn't been as good as
Right.
Overall, he's not doing that bad.
No.
But tonight they're playing the Cardinals, and the Cardinals just demolished them last night.
Yeah, y'all won 8-2. Carlson went off last night for y'all. 5 RBIs, I think. And 2 home runs. One of them a grand slam.
It is absolutely free.
Yeah. What is like your opinion on Mike Trout? You still there? Alright, so guess we'll just hang out until he gets back on. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, follow Damian on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok at HaydenBaseball5. I think that's
Follow me.
okay. It's fine. But like, what's your opinion on Mike Trout? That's what I was gonna say. You there?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your opinion on Mike Trout? That's what I was gonna ask.
When it comes to him, he's an overall superstar.
Yeah, obviously.
And to be honest, I think he deserves to be on a better team. Then I'm not saying that the Angels are bad, but after they lost Albert, the Dodgers, and then after the trade deadline, and the Dodgers getting Max Scherzer.
Yep. The Angels have kind of been bad the last 5 years, though. Like, just on paper, they've been bad. Like, they're that one team in baseball that you think they're going to do something every year, and they don't do anything.
Yep.
They just kind of ride, like, the 500 mark the whole season.
Yeah. I'm in this car. It's stopped raining. Gonna be stuck in this car for about an hour, probably.
Dang. Okay, so, who's, like, your favorite American League team if you, like, had to pick one?
If I had to pick one, it'd probably be the Blue Jays.
Okay, I'll give you that. Blue Jays are, like, a fun young team right now with Bo Bichette, who doesn't really get talked about much because of Guerrero. But
yeah,
Bichette is good too.
Give up on Guerrero Jr., the other one.
Yeah, he's another person.
Or George Springer. I mean, you got 4 superstar players right there just for one team that hasn't much since Jose Bautista was on their team.
Yeah, bat flipping in the playoffs.
Yes.
Honestly, that's the best bat flip ever, in my opinion. But
Well, you can't give up on Fernando.
no, that one was good too. Like the Jose Bautista bat flip.
Jose's was better.
Yeah.
He was mad and because before that he got hit in the arm.
Yeah, exactly. trying to think of like some more things to ask you. So like about your account, like what kind of started getting you into TikTok and wanting to do it in the first place?
I never really thought about making one until it was about 5 months into me having this account.
Okay.
I mean, I thought about it, and I don't know. But one of my friends wanted me to do one.
So that's kind of what like got you started into doing it.
Well, I'm not saying that it was just my friend. I mean,
Okay.
most of it, yeah, before she mentioned it and told me that I should make one, I thought about it, and I thought about making one for a long time, but
Okay, so like you can say the same creator on both platforms, but like who is your favorite baseball creator on TikTok and YouTube?
I don't know. I really don't know about that one.
Okay. So like were you a fan like in 2011 in like during that World Series? What was your opinion on Game 6 for the Cardinals?
I couldn't tell you, really.
Okay, that's good.
It was just back and forth that entire.
Just as a baseball fan, that game was like really good.
In my opinion, that was one of the best games that MLB has ever fought.
Same here. Like honestly, I don't want to get too much into it. All I'm gonna like because we're on YouTube, but all I'm gonna say is, do you see Trevor Bauer ever coming back? At this point,
No, but after he done that, no.
no, I gotta agree with you because at this point, I don't see it happening. I don't see how it will happen. So like, what is your opinion on Mets RSL? I don't know if you watch him or not, but if you do, what is your opinion on him?
I've never watched.
Okay. Okay, so like, what position do you play in baseball, or what's your favorite to play?
My favorite would have to be first base.
Honestly, you look like a first baseman, so
It's either between first base and pitcher.
okay, and that's what you play too, right?
Yeah, pretty much I play all around, but for this year in high school, it's just been right field. Yeah, there's nothing you can really do about that.
Yeah,
You've got a really good first baseman on your team. that when he goes up to pitch, he might be going to right field or first base.
Yeah, I mean, all you can do is just work your hardest every day. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
One person I suggest just watching, if you don't watch him, for baseball and tips on baseball and stuff, just to everybody watching this video, and you, Damian, too, you should really go check out Coach Perry. He does a lot of good, he gives a lot of, like, good baseball tips and just stuff like that.
Alright.
So, yeah, definitely go check him out. So, like, anyway, like, how many MLB stadiums have you been to?
Well, the first one I ever went to, but the only reason why we go is because of choir. And we sing the national anthem when we get chosen to do it.
Cool.
And last year we were able to do it, but we were supposed to be down on the field, but they put us in dead center because they didn't want us around the plate because of COVID.
Yeah, and what stadium was that? Bush?
It was Bush.
Okay. It's like, do you live in the area of St. Louis, or?
Oh no, I'm away from St. Louis.
Okay. Here's the thing with me. I live like 45 minutes away from the Braves Stadium, so that's how I'm able to go to a lot of games.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And like this year we got season tickets to go to the All-Star game, and then it canceled because of I don't want to talk too much about it, but it got canceled because of the law thing.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't go to it, but I was supposed to go to it, and if it was going to be in Atlanta, I would have.
They changed it and turned it into Colorado Rock.
Yeah. I would have been able to go to it in Atlanta, but
I was kind of surprised that Nolan wasn't in there.
yeah.
So every other year he's been in there.
Yeah. Who's like an underrated player in MLB in your opinion? Like the most underrated player?
We don't really talk much about Vladdy.
Wait, what are you saying?
It'd definitely have to be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. They don't really talk about him anymore.
Yeah, and he's the best player in the AL right now.
Oh, besides
Ohtani, you can say Ohtani is really good.
I mean, everybody doubted this year for MVP, and he's in the MVP race right now.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna wrap this up right here. But Damian, what is like your opinion? No, what is like some advice you have for athletes like going into high school, baseball athletes?
I say don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The pitches aren't really that fast. And when you actually go to games when you're in junior high, and when you're in elementary, you think that because once you play and get used to it, they're pitching 30, 45 miles an hour to you. But when you get to high school, junior high school, it's about 50 or 60, and then high school is about 70 or 80, maybe 90. But you've got to have fast hands and good power just to get contact on the ball, and it's pretty hard. The only time I got the bat on the ball, I got both times and played Woodland, and they pitch you through a good curveball, and I reached for it and got it rolled it over and got out both times. But what advice I can give is just have fast hands to the ball.
Okay, good advice.
That's the main thing that you're going to have to give when you're playing high school.
Right. So, like, I'm going into high school next year, actually, so... And I'm not really scared or anything. I'm ready to play at that level. Like...
Most of us, we are, and then you get up there and you're scared to death for any game you ever play.
Yeah, I bet. But, yeah, we're going to end this...
I bet that you ever get... Your knees are shaking, and you're thinking that you're going to get out every time you go to bat.
Yeah, and then you just get used to it, right? Or...
It'll take a game or two.
Okay.
It only took me a game just to get used to it, pretty much.
I mean, just at any level for any player, it's going to take at least a game to get used to something that's new to you. Like, you see a ton of MLB players, great MLB players, that go 0 for 4 in their MLB debut. It's because they're still getting used to it. But yeah.
Yep. The AL Rookie of the Year would either have to go to Jazz. He's been playing well. He's got good speed and good power. I don't really want to get into that inside the park home run hit against the Braves.
Yeah.
Acuna got hurt. And that was tough for him.
Yeah, it was tough for me. Like, I was like... Like, I was sad, like, the rest of that day because I knew we had just lost a top 5 MLB player for the rest of the season. Not just the best player on our team, but a top player in the game of baseball.
I mean, you can't forget about Ozzy Albies and Freddie Freeman.
No, you can't.
Austin Riley and maybe Marcelo's, but...
Yeah, you can't forget about them. And our infield, in my opinion, is the best infield in baseball.
I'd have to argue about that.
What is your backup? Like, what is your backup?
I mean, they've got Yachty mostly behind the plate. And then you've got...
Yeah.
First, and Edmund mostly at second, and Edmundo Sosa is short, and then you top 3 third baseman in the league, Nolan Arenado. And then the outfield, you've got Tyler O'Neill, Harrison Bader, and Dylan Carlson.
Yeah. I am really high on Dylan Carlson. I'm really high on Dylan Carlson, and I think he's going to be like... He could be a Hall of Famer, it looks like. Not right now, but in the future, he can be really good. Like, even next year, he could be really good. Like a 30 home run bat for y'all.
Yeah. And then you can't forget Yachty and Wayno are going to be firing after this year. and that's going to be a big loss for us and the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Because they had 300 plus career starts to get. And the last one that they played, they won. But then you got maybe a future All-Star here, Andrew Kisner. I mean, I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting because if he could get more work with Yachty, it'd be a whole lot better.
Yeah.
And Yachty's already talked about being the manager, or maybe the manager for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I know Cardinals fans and baseball fans had it coming, but how did you feel when you heard Yadier Molina is going to retire after next year?
I almost cried.
I did too, honestly, like, because I am a Braves fan, but I'm also a fan of the game. And he's really respected, and when I went to St. Louis at the end of June, it felt like a playoff game every time Yadier Molina came up to bat, because I've been to 2 Braves playoff games before, and crowds in playoff games, as you know, are just electric.
Crazy. Yeah.
And it did feel like that for Yachty. And the whole stadium wasn't even filled up all the way.
Nope.
That's how much y'all love Yachty. But this was a good episode, Davion. But we're going to end this right now. And have a good day, and thanks for coming on.
You too, no problem.
Okay. Peace out, guys.